Good evening and welcome to the 159 show. We're live here at the Climbing Works International Festival 2017. I'm Mike Langley and I have the honour of being joined by British climbing legend Leah Crane.
Thanks, Mike, and good evening, everyone. For those of you who missed our first viewing of the 159 show, which live streamed BIF a couple of months back, just to give you a heads up of what we're all about, we're going to be covering some of the best competitions all around the UK in the coming year. And later on, towards the end of the year, we're going to be launching a series of webisodes, I guess you could call them, all around the latest climbing news, some interviews and some training tips.
Yep, so guys, if you haven't checked it out already, go to the 159 Showed YouTube channel where you can watch the BIF back. We were here, obviously, it was only a couple of months ago and it was a really crazy event, so do check that if you haven't seen it already. But that's enough about BIF, it's QWIF time now, that's why we're here at the Climbing Works, and we have got an action-packed 20 minutes or so ready for you guys. And Leah, it's the third session in the qualifiers now, it's later on in the day. I thought QWIF was supposed to be kind of really hard and difficult. It doesn't look like that. What's going on out there?
Well, don't be fooled, Mike. Like you said, it is the third session of the day, and the organisers of the event decided to try and aim it to include a little bit more fun. So for the people that don't want to take competition too seriously, this is the round for them. The route setters have put in some crazy off-piste style problems. They've let their imaginations run wild, and I think the competitors are having a pretty good time.
I think so. It looks awesome out there, and we're going to be going to our roaming reporter, the one and only British climbing legend Gaz Parry, very shortly. But just before we do that, we have a giveaway for you guys tonight, so as a thanks for watching. So obviously the amazing sponsors of the 159 show have given us some great stuff. We've got this lovely, nicely modelled organic backpack, and that's filled with great goodies. So we've got some on-site nutrition chalk, and you can win that, and some Scarpa boots.
Scarpa Chimeras,
great shoe, and we're going to be giving away some chalk later on as well. All you have to do is subscribe to the 159 YouTube channel and share the 159 Facebook page. So if you want to win this stuff, we will be giving that away hopefully at the end of the show. So just do that and we'll pick a winner at random slightly later on.
The prizes are pretty good, and good luck to everybody who enters the competition. But back to the climbing. Let's go and find Gaz at one of our off-piste, slightly crazy problems.
Okay, here we are in the third session, and we're just going to take a look at some of the off-piste problems that the guys are trying this afternoon. And we've got a team of spiders over here. What's the idea behind your outfits?
Well, we're not very good, so we thought there's one way to get better at climbing, and that's to add 4 extra arms. So far, it's not helped.
Okay, well, I thought you could actually start halfway up the boulder problem, because if you could start with your hands higher in the air, and you can you bottom arms on the starting handholds, yeah? How does that sound?
I'd have flashed that last one if you told me that.
This one here. Have you had a go yet? Well, I think you need to go and get on it now, actually. Yeah. Come on, let's see you on it. Well, this does look like a fun boulder. Bit of a swing across into the pocket. And, yeah, looks like being a spider is definitely an advantage. I've never seen a spider spotting a spider before. He's got enough arms for it anyway. Think he's going to do it. Okay, let's take a look at another one over here. And it's Dan. Hi, Dan. How are you getting on? What's the challenge you're going to try now?
I'm going to swing on this boy over to the volume and the cone over there.
Okay.
And then I continue up through the little moustache handlebar thing to the top of the wall.
Okay. Well, let's see you in action, yeah? I think he's done this before, actually. I think we're going to get hit by a ball. Nice work, Dan. Come on. Last move. Yes. Good effort. Nice one, Dan. Is that the most wacky problem you've done at QWIF?
This year, yes.
Okay, thanks very much, Dan. Okay, so it looks like we've been having a bit of an amazing time here. Back over to the studio.
It does look totally awesome out there, and a great job from Gaz there. Great to see him kind of showing us the way in this third session. Obviously, this is a great opportunity for the less competitive climbers to have a go at climbing at the QWIF and on some of these additional problems. It looks great fun.
It is indeed, and in a way, swinging around on the different obstacles. I'm kind of gutted I can't join in, but I am through to semi-finals tomorrow, so I think I'm wise in sitting this one out and saving my energy.
I think you're right. I've just seen a tunnelling boulder over there. I'm not quite sure what that's
Oh,
about,
wow.
but definitely one to miss if
Yes.
you're in semi-finals. We will be talking about the semi-finals later on, kind of going through the list for you guys. But now it's time to get down to some serious business, a bit more serious climbing. Obviously today is the qualifying day. We've had 2 qualifying sessions, an AM and a PM session this morning, and the field is completely stacked.
Very strong.
Full of strong climbers. We're going to be joined by the Climbing Works director and one of the organisers, Sam Whitaker, in just a minute. Sam's going to have a look at the list of competitors through the semi-finals with us. But first, we're going to take a look at the morning session highlights.
David Lama, ex-competition climber, alpinist extraordinaire. What's it like to be at low altitude again?
It's kind of nice, you know. Even though I gotta say, with all the chalk in here, it's actually hard breathing.
Why have you actually come to the QWIF?
Because actually I quite like competing, and but I just didn't want to continue doing World Cups and have this busy schedule all summer, and so I do fun comps from time to time, and I thought the QWIF would be a nice opportunity.
I saw you climbing the crack, the Wild Country crack earlier on. How was that?
That was good. I think I'll become crack climber. Oh.
Right, we're back, and what an amazing set of climbers out there this morning in the qualifying. There's so many strong athletes, and to help us describe what went on this morning, we've got the one and only Sam Whitaker. Sam, welcome.
How's it going, guys? All right.
Welcome.
Yeah, Sam, all right. We have a lot of international climbers here today. I'm actually going to read off the number of countries that are represented.
It's ridiculous.
All right, so from around the world then, athletes from Korea, Canada, Latvia, Sweden, Germany, Switzerland, France, Belgium, and that's not even mentioning the Brits. What a super strong field. What do you do? You know, you're one of the organisers, you're one of the directors of Climbing Works. How do you attract so many strong climbers?
I think it's just built up over the years. We've been doing it well, this is the 11th year.
Yeah.
And I think over the years it's just grown. People have been talking about it globally. People like it. It's a really fun atmosphere in the day. Great climbs, really technical, lots of really interesting moves basically, and I think people are just talking about it all over the world. It helps we get a few over. We pay for a few to come over, the team pod, so they've come over, and I think it's just grown, and people like to come over to Sheffield. They like the scene, they like to do some climbing on the gritstone and limestone, and I think that's how it's built up over the years.
Yeah, it really is a mega scene here.
I mean, this year's crazy, you know, everyone's just been so psyched, lots of amazing climbers. I mean, look at the scores, the moves that people were doing today, it was really good.
Yeah.
Now, it's such a good event for climbers, but this is QWIF's 11th year now. As one of the organisers and the host wall. What makes you and the other guys just bring this event back year on year?
I guess we're still so passionate about climbing. You know, I still want to climb all the time. You know, Graham and Percy are still really into it, and we just want to keep sort of giving stuff back to the community, like putting it back into climbing. You know, we're busy throughout the year in here, regular climbers, and it's kind of our way of giving something back, and like putting on a bit of show. And you know, the regular customers come down and see all these amazing climbers climbing on their everyday walls, and I think that's the sort of spirit of the competition, really, that you know they can climb alongside the world's best. And you don't get that. I mean, those guys, you know, Jimmy Webb and Sean and Melissa doing coaching to the kids in the afternoon, you know, that was great. And those kids will remember that for a whole year, and they'll look forward to next year.
Yeah.
So I think that's, for us, it's like, that's the sort of the buzz of it, and that's why we want to do it and keep sort of moving it on each year.
Awesome.
Wicked. I mean, there really is a buzz, and I want to talk about some of the stronger athletes now. So some of you guys at home who have not potentially seen the start list or seen the semi-finals results, we will be talking about later. I want to talk about some of the individuals. I'm going to start with the men's field.
Okay.
Right, let's go. I mean,
There's a lot of them.
This is ridiculous. the field here is so strong. Jongwon Chong, Rustam Gelmanov, Manu Kornu, Sean McCall, Jan Hoyer, Jimmy Webb, Alex Magos, Yoni Krudu, the Fierenberg brothers, Jorg Verhoeven, Alex Kazanov, and again, not to mention the Brits, Dave Barons, Matt Cousins, Nathan Phillips, Aidan Roberts. The field is so strong. I want to put you on the spot now.
Go on.
Who's going to be the contenders for the finals? Obviously, we've got the semi-finals. Who's going to make the finals?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I like them all. You know, they're all awesome. It's really close this year. You know, there's some ex-winners, obviously, who's in there, and Sean's climbing well. Rustam's climbing well. Tyler's climbing well. You know, he's really psyched for it. So I think it's going to go either way. And the same with the women's. You know,
well, funny you should mention the women's, because
where's that going to go?
Shauna Coxey, absent from this year.
Yeah.
Returning from injury.
Yeah.
She's won it for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Now the door's wide open, and this year we have current world champion Petra Klingler. We have Melissa Lenev. We have ex-world champion Eula Worm. We have Sol Sa from South Korea. Again, so many strong girls. Which one are not here? Who do you think is next spot?
Again, you know, there's been quite a technical qualifying round, and you can't really tell who's climbing well. And you know,
if we have to squeeze you for an answer, take a bet.
Come on, off the fence.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No, I can't do
it.
Oh no! Again, you know, that's what's so good this year. You know, it's wide open basically. The semis, you know, it's going to go into the semis. The style's going to be a bit different. You know, it's going to be a load of funky stuff.
Yeah.
And then they've got to get into the final. And you know what it's like. You know, competing yourself, it could go either way. So we'll see. Well,
if Sam can't give us the answer, then maybe you guys at home can. Maybe on Twitter, if you just want to give us some suggestions, jump over to the 159 page on Twitter.
Yeah. All right, Sam, another question. We're really challenging you tonight.
You're on
the hot seat. Year on year, CWIF, there's been some amazing moments, some golden moments that stick out there. They get replayed on Facebook or whatever. You see it all the time. So we don't know what to expect for semi-finals and finals. You've been knocking around. Without giving the game away, have we got a few golden moments lined up? Do you think there's going to be some fireworks tomorrow?
Yeah, there could be, for sure.
Yeah.
They're all, I mean, they think of some crazy moves. We've got some amazing holds, interesting shapes. We'll see. You know, those magic moments, you know, you're always going to get something like that. Like today, there was some crazy moments in the qualifying round already.
Yeah.
So let's see what's in store for especially the final. Like, whoever gets through, you know, they're in for a treat.
Oh, I'm excited to watch it. Hopefully,
I mean, you know, the wall, you know, the wall lends itself to some interesting moves. We've got a slab, we've got a vertical wall, we've got the really overhanging stuff. So you can set up lots of different types of ridiculous moves. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Well, Sam, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming to talking to us.
Cheers.
Really looking forward to watching the semi-finals tomorrow. And you guys at home can watch the semi-final live feed on the Climbing Works Facebook page from midday.
All right, Leah, let's talk about the PM session a little bit now. Obviously, we had the AM qualifiers, and we now want to talk about the PM. That's the second qualifiers of the day. The AM tends to be the popular session. You were in the AM. Just tell us a little bit about the AM and the PM difference in qualifiers.
Well, from a personal point of view, I do train quite a lot in the morning, and so for me to be in the AM session is a bit of a simulator of how I would train anyway. So I feel a little bit more relaxed. Yeah. I also like to just get in here and get it over and done with, so I don't have to stress about it throughout the rest of the day. The hold conditions is another one. You know, with lots of chalk on the holds, it gets worse, so I'd rather get in there first and do them. And also, hopefully, if I climb well and make it through to semis,
Yeah.
then to give myself a bigger rest as possible.
I mean, when I've done the QWIF at previous years when I was competing, to be honest, I couldn't get out of bed for the AM session. PM session was definitely for me. There's pros and cons. There's been a few surprises, and we can just have a little look now about who did what. We've got a little list here. I think talking about the men's category, really it's more of a surprise is who didn't make it rather than who did make it.
Yeah.
There's been some big kind of surprises, really. A few people who have been flown over for this event who have not made it. Just give you guys a few examples now. One of the wildcards who didn't make it, unfortunately, David Lama. I mean, David's not been competing for at least 5 or 6 years, so he was always on the cusp. We never quite know what's going to happen with him. But other regular World Cup competition climbers, Stefan Scarparelli, the Fierenberg brothers, Jimmy Webb didn't make it. Alex Kazanov didn't make it, and we do believe Jorg Verhoeven hasn't made it as well. So big names dropping out already.
And Jimmy Webb being a competitor on Team WOD. I guess
Team WOD, yeah.
he's such a strong climber, definitely renowned for his outdoor sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of this style of competition as well. You want to get 3 goes, and sometimes we've got some new holds that are dual texture, so you try and stand on them, and they're really squeaky, and your foot can just go. You don't know whether you stood on it. So it doesn't matter, sometimes you can just have a bad run.
I think it proves that competition climbing is just one of the toughest games out there in climbing. It's so hard to be consistently that good.
Yeah. I mean, those guys, they all climb ridiculously hard stuff outside, so a little slip like that can cost you, some points. Then
all
you won't
about
get into
your
the
on-site
semis.
game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
doing things first go.
Yeah, and for the women, actually, again, from a personal point of view, everyone who I expected to get through almost is through, and I think it almost might be worth highlighting the point that I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but only 2 of the competitors are people that aren't regularly climbing an international competition.
Wow.
It really proves how stacked the field is this year. I mean, you guys have done a great job to get so many incredible climbers. Yeah. We've talked about the AM session. Let's now have a look back at what happened in the afternoon session in qualifying.
Saying it's quite a hard tour today. It's a lot of technical, vertical style climbing as we expect from the Climbworks, but it's been hard, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. It's so easy to spend a lot of tries for some easy boulders. Yeah, usually I'm focusing more for hard boulders, but easy boulders I can spend some tries and it's getting harder, Yeah, but I love it anyway.
So you mentioned that it's a really fun atmosphere here, and is that part of the QWIF? Is that why you come here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in here it's a different style of climbing. It's 30 boulders we have to do, and it's just fun to climb together. You see each other again after quite a long break competitions, and I mean the boulders are amazing.
Cool. So do you think you did well enough to progress till tomorrow? We've got the semi-final in the morning and the final in the afternoon. Hopefully we're going to see you there.
Yeah, I actually have no clue how good I was, but I hope it's enough for semis, and then we will see what's possible.
Alright, well that was the afternoon session and it looked equally as awesome as the morning session, and we had the privilege being welcomed by Gracie Martin. Hello, Gracie.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Gracie. So, QWIF 2017, how did qualifiers go this morning?
Poor, they were tricky. They were hard, but they were a lot of fun. Yeah, really good, really involved boulders. Loads of really fun stuff to have a go at. Yeah.
And you made finals of the British Championships last year, and you're trying to get as much competition experience as possible. You're an up-and-coming competition climber. Do you think that this is a really valuable competition for you to do?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's such a good comp to gain experience, like you said, to be able to have the opportunity to compete against so many amazing climbers from all around the world. It's not something you get to do every day. Yeah.
Awesome.
So there's a lot of superstars out there. You know, what's it like climbing amongst, you know, Melissa, Petra Klinger, these girls, and obviously some of the other British team girls? What's it like to kind of be in there and qualifying amongst them side by side?
Pretty inspiring. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, just to see boulders get done that you think, wow, that looks really, really hard. And then for them to go and flash it, it's really cool. Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Okay, so to put you on the spot a little bit, obviously the third session of qualifiers is still happening. We did qualifiers this morning, but after semi-finals tomorrow will be the finals. Mm-hmm. Who's your money on?
For the girls?
For the top spot of the girls.
Oh, that is tricky. There's so many big names here that it's pretty hard. But if I was to put my money on someone, Melissa.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
So
it's better than Sam. Sam can get off the fence.
Frenchie for the gold.
Yeah, okay, nice one. All right, what about the men's then? Sean McCall is back. I do believe no man has ever retained the title of CWIF champion year on year. Mm-hmm. What about the men's? You got any ideas kind of who could take it in the men's?
I'm not too sure for the guys. It'd be cool to see someone take it for 2 years. We'll have to see. I can't put a name on.
It's so hard to tell with such a strong field, and you know, as we've spotted with some of the names who have missed out, some really big name international climbers who have missed out, it really is anybody's game out there.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be really exciting to see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait.
Well, Gracie, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming to talk to us again.
You.
And everybody at home, we're looking forward to the semi-finals, but you guys at home can watch them on the Climbing Works Facebook page. Yep. Starting at midday tomorrow.
Brilliant. Okay, moving on. So as Leah said, check it out tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Do not miss the live stream semi-finals and finals. Obviously semis first at 12 o'clock. Right, Leah, we're going to talk about a bit of a roundup for today. We have the list in front of us. We are literally going to read out the semi-finalists. This is the list, the golden list.
It is the list. We're going to say that it is not confirmed, just to make sure there's no last-minute competitors, say, for example, in the third round that's happening right now, that just sneak in there.
That guy in the Spider-Man suit, I'm pretty sure he's got a good chance.
Yeah,
he was looking pretty strong. All right, Leah, you go first. Let's just read out for the female semi-finalists for us.
Okay, so apologies if I read any names wrong. I'm British. So we have Kaiser Rosen, Victoria Watterson, Jennifer Wood, Hannah Donnelly, Yara Sparta, Katerina Sauerwein, Emily Phillips, Sol Sa, Hannah Slaney, Tara Hayes, Chloe Collier, Andrea Kuman, Alina Ring, Melissa Leneve, Hannah Mitbo, myself, Yulia Kruder, Eula Worm, Michaela Tracy, and current world champion Petra Klingler.
Yeah, Leah, you must be pretty happy to qualify in 5th spot there.
I am, if I stay in 5th spot. It was a really fun qualifiers.
Yeah, I think you did really well, and obviously to come on tonight as well, everyone else is in there getting a massage and taking a lie down, you're straight to work. All right, guys, I'm going to go through the male semi-finalists now. I'm going to read off 22 names, because 2 names on the list are dubious whether they can actually continue climbing tomorrow due to injuries and other commitments. So 22nd, we've got Kieran Scanlon, Jorg Verhoeven on the cusp currently. His position will depend on a dropout. Billy Rydell, the Brit, Bjorn Arnold Lieseger, Jim Pope, Rolands Rugen, Dara O'Connor, Sean McCall, 15th currently, Nathan Phillips, Dave Barons, Michael Pickleroux, Tyler Ladman, Yerne Kruder, the Frenchman Manu Cornu, Matt Cousins, really high qualifying Brit in 8th, Gabriella Moroni, the Italian, Ned Vihali, also not quite sure if he can continue. We do really hope Ned can continue, a previous CWIF kind of legend. I hope he can carry on to tomorrow. The Russian next, Rustam Gelmanov in 5th, Alex Magos, again dubious, we're not sure about him. He crushed it in qualifiers, but he's talking about an injury, so we'll see. The big man, German next, 3rd place, Jan Hoyer, the top qualifying Brit, an incredible performance here from 18-year-old Aidan Roberts, and taking the top spot, the only man I believe to do all of the qualifying boulders.
All of the blocks.
It's Jong Won Chon. So a super stacked field.
I feel like I'm at a World Cup. with that list of names.
Basically, it's a World Cup semi-final, which was an absolute privilege for us to be here, and for you guys, make sure you do tune in for that. Right.
Well, enough of talking about who's competing, and more about the exciting things for you guys at home, which is the giveaway. Now, hopefully, before you did what was required to enter the competition, we have the bag from Organic, we have the on-site protein, we have a Scarpa Chimera, as well as some scent chalk and some climb skin.
I do believe we have a winner as well.
We do have a winner.
The
drum
power
roll, please.
of the internet.
Can't give you one, but we'll pretend there's a drum roll. The winner is Scott Whiteear.
Well
so
done,
the winner
yeah.
is
Well done, Scott.
Scott Whiteear. We will contact you just after the show, and get these prizes to you.
All right, guys, that does pretty much conclude our show.
1 second. We do have one bonus prize giveaway.
More prizes, okay.
Just to surprise you a little bit. Winner of the Friction Labs chalk, which is the Bam Bam Super Chunky, just so you know. The winner is for that James Wheeldon. So again, we will contact you just after the show to get the prize to you.
James swooping in there on the chalk. Good one. All right, guys, that pretty much does sum up our show tonight. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Don't forget Climbing Works Facebook page and YouTube channel, 12 o'clock, like I said. And Leah, good luck for tomorrow's semi-finals. Unfortunately, you won't be joining us for the commentary. It will be myself, Gaz Parry, and the one and only Sean for commentary tomorrow. Guys, we'll see you then.
Bye.